What if your entire life changed in the middle of the night? Because someone decided you were chosen? In January 2026, Netflix released Kidnapped, Elizabeth Smart, a documentary that revisits one of the most disturbing kidnapping cases in American history. But this time, the story isn't told by reporters or investigators. It's told by Elizabeth Smart herself. Today, we're breaking down the documentary, the crime, and why this retelling matters. In June 2002, Elizabeth Smart was just 14 years old, living a normal life with her family in Salt Lake City, Utah. In the early hours of the morning, she woke up to a man standing over her bed. He threatened her with a knife and told her that if she screamed, her family would die. That man was Brian David Mitchell, a religious extremist who believed he was acting on messages from God. Elizabeth was forced out of her home and taken into the darkness. Waiting nearby was Mitchell's wife, Wanda Barzee. In that moment, Elizabeth disappeared, and a nationwide search began. Elizabeth spent the next 9 months in captivity. The documentary doesn't sensationalize this period. Instead, it lets Elizabeth explain the psychological terror she endured. Mitchell controlled her through fear, starvation, isolation, and sexual abuse. He used religion as a weapon, telling her that obedience was God's will. She was forced to wear disguises in public. She was moved from place to place. And she was made to believe escape would mean death, for herself or her family. What makes this documentary different is how openly Elizabeth talks about shame, not because she was guilty, but because society often teaches victims to blame themselves. One of the most powerful moments in the story involves Elizabeth's younger sister, Mary Catherine. She had been in the bedroom the night Elizabeth was taken. At first, fear kept her silent. But later, she remembered the abductor's voice, a voice she had heard before. That memory became a critical lead. After months of dead ends, police released a sketch of the suspect to the public. That decision changed everything. In March 2003, a couple spotted Mitchell walking with 2 women, one of them wearing a veil. They recognized him from the sketch and called police. Elizabeth Smart was finally rescued. Brian David Mitchell was convicted and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Wanda Barzee served a federal sentence and was later released. But as the documentary makes clear, rescue is not the end of the story. Healing takes years. And sometimes, a lifetime. Kidnapped, Elizabeth Smart isn't just true crime. It's about reclaiming a narrative. Elizabeth Smart has spent her adult life advocating for survivors, challenging harmful myths about sexual violence, and reminding the world of one crucial truth. Survival is not weakness, and trauma does not define you. By letting Elizabeth tell her own story, this documentary shifts the focus away from the criminals, and places it where it belongs. On the survivor. If you've watched the documentary, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't, be prepared. It's difficult, but it's important. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Because stories like this deserve to be told the right way.